Casey Donahew Band's first performance on the show was a big hit. These guys draw tremendously well and obviously have a ton of fun doing it. Here's our backstage conversation with Fort Worth's own Casey Donahew Band.
Standing in the driveway waving, there's a breath of freedom I've been craving, but maybe this time wasn't right. You're going nowhere fast.
We've been doing this 8 years. I mean, and a lot of people don't really realize that, you know, we're in year 8, you know. We started playing in Fort Worth at small bars and clubs, and we put out our first real record. Actually, we scraped up some money and scrounged up like $2,000 in 2004, and we made our first record, Lost Days. We were really an underground band for years, and maybe we still are, I don't know. But it was always one of those things where I think it was kind of here, listen to this, let me burn you a copy of this record and this song, and then, you know, kind of spread and to younger kids, and all of a sudden I think those kids moved out and were at colleges, and they were passing it along to friends, and so we started traveling to college towns and just playing random bars, you know, just kept growing and growing, and we spent years doing that, you know, sleeping in vans on the side of the road, and you know, cheap motel rooms, and put out a couple new records. We did a live record in Stephenville, Texas, and it seemed to really do well for us. And the live record, which was our third record, we got our first radio success, I guess. We got our first #1 on the Texas chart, and that was the first time we ever had a song on the Texas chart. We were playing Billy Bob's already, and so it was still, you know, I still kind of draw back to that underground feeling, underground vibe of everything we were doing.
I'm not high, I'm elevated, I'm not a one, I'm a little faded, but I'm not down. If I had it my way, I'd find me another day to say I'm moving on. Watch me now, I'm going.
Current record's called Moving On, and you know, we were able to hit Billboard with it, you know, the first week or first month, I guess, or whatever, and it did really well. You know, it's kind of one of those things where we put out a record. We don't have a record label. We own our own record label, and we do everything ourselves. Me and my wife, she manages our band, and you know, the recording process to me is always long and tedious and really nerve-wracking. I mean, to me, I always want to try to put out a better record than we've put out before. You know, some people write 30 or 40 songs and go do a record and try to pick 10 off there, and I usually just, you know, I don't ever finish a song I don't think we're going to record, so I might get halfway through it, and if I'm not feeling it, then I'll scrap it or maybe try to pull part of it to something else. So we'll go to the studio with just those 12 or 13 songs. Get a new record put out in 2011 is the goal, and you know, kind of the plan from the beginning. We're always going to do is you know, push our music and you know, take it as far as we can. You know, we don't know what there's a lot of crossroads ahead of us. You know, there's a lot of different directions we can take this band, and we can take this take our music. You know, but the goal is to take it out there to fans. I mean, that's what's important to us is you know, keeping our fans happy and making sure that we're providing them with the music they're accustomed to and they expect and they deserve. And so we're going to keep taking our music to wherever there's fans, you know, no matter where that is.
Well, until the next time.